Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? We are back again with another episode of We Got That Smoke with none other than Minister Louis Farrakhan. We'll be back, you all. Enjoy.
And nearer to mercy. Isn't that beautiful? So when you lose your children, have a miscarriage, don't fall to pieces. You don't know what's going on in the future. You don't know what's in God's mind. He's the best knower. Yes, it's painful to carry a baby for 9 months or so, or 6 months, or 3 months, and lose it. It's even worse to have it for a year or two and lose it. But if you lose it, do you believe that God is good? Then trust Him enough to say, you give and you take away. Just make sure it's not your negligence. Because if it's your negligence, then you're going to suffer with that. But if it's God taking it, then so be it. Now, I'm going to close this beginning of this lecture. I'd like to close by looking at the Persian Gulf and how God is looking at it. When I left Baghdad, I put my hand over my heart, as I said Sunday, with sadness and tears from my eyes as I took off and looked at the beautiful city of Baghdad, knowing that it would not be that beautiful a week from the time that I left. That was emotion, wasn't it? I looked at the people, the young men in the hotel who served us, some of them from Africa, some of them from different parts of the world, living in Iraq, working in Iraq, and as I shook their hands, I wondered, would we ever see each other again? That's natural. That's emotion. I thought when I went to Baghdad that I should do everything I could to try to get peace, because I love Muslims. I love Islam. And I love all those black brothers and sisters of mine and Hispanic brothers and sisters that are sitting out in the Gulf due to no fault of theirs. They just wanted a job and the white man sent them out there. I don't want to see my brothers die. So I said, I got to do everything I can for the sake of peace. But when I was on my way there and I told you the little wheel was outside of the plane, one of the wheels, what they call an unidentified flying object, flying saucer. And that red light was going. What Allah was showing me, you can't stop this. For this is what I have ordered. I'm the one behind this war, not Bush. And I said it in my speech. But this don't belong to Bush nor Saddam Hussein. This is the day of God. And as I looked at Saddam Hussein, and maybe you saw him on television today in an interview that they took after they bombed and bombed and bombed. That's right. The man comes out in a suit. That's right. That's right. And looking sharp. That's right. And he sat down and Bush looked kind of tired and beaten. Yes, he did. And ain't no bomb fell on Bush. That's right. Bush dropping all kind of bombs on this man. And he's at peace. And he's talking about when they asked him, what chance? Do you think you have a chance to win? He said, we don't have one chance in a million of losing. Not one chance in a million of losing. Now the man has just been bombed and bombed, and he's talking like that. Now he didn't look crazy to me. His eyes eyes wasn't going up and looking wild. I said, man, this man here is resolute. He's convinced, and he's ready. Here's the God part of it. God is saying, I'm going to give nations for your life. You are my people, I am your God. You have suffered 400 years in the house of bondage, and now I've come and chosen you to be my people, and I'm going to be your God. You're foolish people, but I'm going to make you the wisest people that ever lived, because I'm going to share my mind with you. I'm going to bring you up into my thinking. As the prophet said, this is the Lord's doing. And it is marvelous in our sight, for the stone that the builders rejected has become the headstone of the corner. See? I'm going to do this for you because I love you. Now I'm going to sacrifice lives for you. This is the way God thinks. It ain't mathematics. I mean, it ain't emotion. It's pure mathematics. Now look at this. He knew that the white man was coming to rule. He allowed him to rule. He ain't thinking emotional. I'm going to let the white man rule. The angel said he's going to create mischief and cause the shedding of blood. He said, I know that, I know that, I know that. I know that. But I know what you don't know. I know why he's permitted to do this. There's a good end coming behind it. The race is not to the swift, but to the one that can endure to the end. The white man come and found our fathers in Africa. You think God didn't see him? God let him do it. Yes, sir. And we were brought out of Africa. Look how many millions of us lost our lives in the Middle Passage. God knew it, but he ain't emotional. He ain't saying, oh, this is terrible. What are you doing, God? I'm making a people for my glory. Well, how do you make people for your glory? I don't try them with silver and gold. I try them and prepare them in the furnace of affliction. Oh, some of you are going to die. But the good end is for those of your seed that can endure. I'm going to make a strong people. Yes, sir. I don't want the weak ones. I want the strong. So the Middle Passage will weed out the weak ones. And only the strongest of the strong will make it from Africa to the Americas, because they're going to undergo something that no people have ever undergone, and the weak ones will die out. It's like sperm coming in the vaginal tract. All the sperm don't get to the egg. There's only one. All the rest of them die and become food for the others. The race is not to the swift. God ain't emotional. Look at all the sperm that I lost. But look at the one that did the job. That's right. God don't think like you think. There ain't no emotion in it. He knew we were going to get beat up. He said, let it be. If he didn't say, let it be, it wouldn't have been. Now, you can look at the white man all you want. That no good white man, that dirty dog, that low down this. Well, God is the one that put him on the track. That's right. Now, which one are you going to call God then? See, you get all emotional like that fool trying to follow a wise man. Look at this horrible thing you done. You brought us into slavery and let us suffer like this. What kind of God is you? He said, told you couldn't have patience with me. But Job had patience with me, and that's why he came out in the end on the winning side. Can you walk with me? This is God walking you through suffering. Huh? You see your fathers hung up on trees, drowned in the rivers and the lake. God said, let it be. Because in the end, I'm going to destroy your enemies. But out of that will come a people so great unlike any generation that has ever been fashioned. Because they'll be like, the super roach and the super rat. You pour all this mess on them and then they get immune to it and they start growing with it, getting fat off it. This white man has put more death and poison on you, but look at you, brother. Lord, look at you. You're the strongest of the strong. That's right, sisters. You're the strongest of the strong. No other people could have undergone this and made it. You made it through. And now God is ready to bring you up into his mind. Jesus said you can't put new wine in an old wineskin, lest the wineskin break and the wine spill out. He's trying to say, I can't put new wisdom in this old vessel, so I'm going to make you new. So when you come to the nation, you don't come, brother, thinking that you're going to understand everything just so, but come with the understanding that God is going to put you through something to make you something. Right. So when you get a little buffeting over here and a little shaking over there and a little hurt over here and a little rejection over here, don't get excited because worse things happen to Jesus. Yes. Don't give up. Don't get emotional. You see what happened? I became a believer. I gave my money. I sold papers. I did whatever they told me to do. Then what happened? They had to pick in somebody to be a lieutenant, and it passed right over me. They chose that person, and they didn't work as I did. They didn't do it much. I don't see how they get. I'm leaving. You mean you gonna blow the course, man, over something like that? Right. If I had known you were such a punk, I would never have invited you to this. I know that's terrible language. But you start acting very emotional when you don't get what you want, when you want it. Same way with you, sister. You don't get what you want when you want it, and you get uptight. Wind in your jaws. We're gonna get a divorce, that's what it is. Just at the time that your good fortune is about to come, you will blow it with a divorce. Some of you sisters can't have patience with a man when a man don't want to work for the white man. Now, I want to just mention that for a minute. You happy with the man as long as he working with the white man bringing home big money. Why you leave your good paying job? He said, baby, I want to do something to help myself. For what? Wasn't you helping yourself with AT&T? 6 months later, things going down. I told you. You should have stayed at AT&T. Now look, I'm sitting up here in this nasty apartment. They done took my TV. I can't see how the world turns no more. If you don't go back to AT&T, I'm gonna leave you. Poor man, he comes there for a while. I'm trying to do something for myself. I'm about to lose my family. You know, sisters, you gotta know when you got a good man. He give you signs that this is a good man, but he need, when he gets in a down, don't kick him. encourage him. You can do it. Make him go for himself. You don't want no man that's always up under the white man tied to him. Right. You want a man that wants to think like a man. The money